What is up, guys? It's Flash back with some more charts in another video. It's Monday, March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. It's about 3:50 p.m. Eastern, so it's 10 minutes until the close of the day for the stock market. We're going to look at Bitcoin, gold, strategy gold, strategy Bitcoin, all the good stuff here. We're going to start on Bitcoin, try to get back into a regular cadence for you guys, but this is the daily time frame with Bitcoin. And you see, if we zoom out, we got some lovely kind of consolidations, right? You know, the three humps. So, it looks like we're coming to the end of this consolidation, right? And we're going to throw on the rainbow wave because, it's one of my favorites. So, we're just continuing. We want to see this push to the upside, but I think we're nearing the end of this third kind of domed consolidation, right? So, we'll remove the indicators. I think all looks pretty good, looks pretty healthy, but, we want to start moving to the upside soon. But, there's a lot of 2025 left. I think, this time is still on our side. It sounds kind of crazy to say. But we'll put our drawings back on. We'll take off the indicator here. We'll just zoom in. Zoom into the 2 hour. So here we go. This is kind of my take right now. If we put the Ichimoku cloud on and maybe a moving average, we go back out to the daily. Like, we're still under this cloud, the Ichimoku cloud on the daily, and then, the moving average is actually right in line with this domed consolidation, right? So you see that they kind of match up perfectly. So I think, like, generally speaking with Bitcoin, we're kind of in this period here where we kind of just want to be accumulating, in my opinion. In these boxes, those were pretty good times to buy, and they all kind of coincided with, about halfway down this domed consolidation, right? So, I wouldn't be panicking or anything, but this could even make one more plunge lower or several more plunges lower. I would still be bullish because it's kind of like we're holding a beach ball underwater, so to speak. All right, so let's look at gold again. We're here, gold on the daily time frame. We'll zoom out to the weekly time frame. There's a lot going on here with gold. It's a hard asset. Bitcoin's harder. But so gold could be kind of, I don't know if leading the way is the right phrase, but they might take turns kind of going up, Bitcoin and gold. So looking for kind of gold to take a break and consolidate. We'll see when that happens. But right now it looks like we're retesting this broken trend line. If we look at Bitcoin measured in gold, again, we'll zoom out to the weekly. Big picture here. We want to kind of stay in these blue channels, right? So we zoom in a little bit on the weekly. We kind of fell out of this blue channel a little bit. But this is kind of the price action we would want to see. We want to get back above it, back above that blue line pretty quickly. Here it is on the daily, kind of forming a triangle consolidation of some sort within this channel. So yeah, okay, so here's what I want to get to. Here's strategy. So I have a lot of lines on this chart. So we can kind of, I might hide some of these just for now. But I think, we're starting to look pretty good on strategy. And here's the reason, here's my main reason. I posted this on X, right? So this yellow line is Colin C. Crypto, or Colin Talks Crypto on X. He was talking about the global M2 money supply. And so that's what this yellow line is. And I got that script from him. And we go into the settings here. I put this, I was kind of playing around with this. I put this at a 39-day offset. And this seems to kind of line up pretty good with MicroStrategy, right? It's not perfect, but I'm trying to get it to line up like where this recent high happened. We fall down a little bit, and then there's a little bit of a deviation right here. And why I like it, the look of this right now, it's because of like this hump right here, like this little hump right here. We had this little hump right here. So I like to think that could be resuming to the upside. Colin seems to think it's a little bit longer of an offset where in Bitcoin particularly, we're going to be launching like later in April 30th, I think. But I still think this looks pretty good. And then I even have like strategies kind of making a divergence against the global money supply. That's kind of what these green lines are signifying. But I like to think that this is bullish and we're going to start breaking out. It's been a long time coming, right? All right, so moving on, we're also going to look at strategy measured in Bitcoin. And so I'm going to hide this just for a second, but again, you see some pretty good things on this chart. Zooming out again, we're in an uptrend, strategy against Bitcoin. We've kind of done these rounded consolidations. They aren't exactly rounded, but these are all the same size, these green little arced consolidations. So I think that's what we can kind of expect strategy to just kind of correct against Bitcoin, but ultimately resume to the upside. And so if we zoom into the 6 hour, we'll put this on the Heiken Ashi. Like this is starting to break out. Give me those breakout vibes, right? But I still think, this can kind of chop sideways at least. But, it could also just go straight up and to the right, kind of like what it did back in September, October of 2024. If I just kind of clone this trend line, we want to kind of be on the lookout for something like this as well. But I'll also kind of zoom back out here and throw on the money supply offset thingy from Colin Talks Crypto. And, this kind of lines up pretty nicely too. It's not perfect, but again, strategy seems to be very sensitive to the money supply and liquidity, obviously. I think that's actually pretty obvious now that I say that. So just kind of fun to follow along then. And then last but not least, we'll look at strategy measured in gold. Zoom out to the 2-day on this one because it's a bigger picture time frame chart. But we're bouncing where we need to be bouncing, right on top, the upper right hand portion of this chart. Retesting this big channel, it looks like, and kind of setting the floor for the continued walk up this channel. So ultimately we want to break out of this mini channel here and kind of just continue the upside. But again, guys, all looks pretty good. We're going to see what Bitcoin does here. We could have another drop to the bottom of this yellow consolidation. We could come down here to about 77K or so, or even lower, but I would still be bullish. So just a quick update from me, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop me a like if you found this helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.